are the God that will do this thing for me. Good God Almighty. And Gideon, he went forth. Good God Almighty. And he began to go against the Midianites. And I want to let you know that God gave him, he gave him victory over the enemy, over the ones that had oppressed him, over the ones that had made Israel poor, over the ones that had put Israel in captivity. But God was saying, Gideon, you are the one. Yes, you are. God is saying to you, and you are the one that I need to win the battle. You need to know that you don't have to have no fear. Just like it told Gideon, don't have no fear because you in the land of the Midianites. Don't you fear them because I am with you. Good God Almighty. And we find that God, he began to move on Gideon. And Gideon, to make a long story short, Gideon, he went in by midnight. Good God Almighty. At midnight, somebody said that strange thing happened in the midnight. But I could hear God as Gideon, he told them, he said, look here, what I need you to do, because God is going to give us victory over our enemy, because I've been called to serve the true and living God. Gideon said, well, there's only 300, so what I need you to do, say we're going to break off in companies of 100. Good God Almighty. And I want you, one on this side, 100 over here, 100 over there, and put the pictures in your hand. Good God Almighty. And at my command, I want you to do what you see me do, because God is going to give victory in our hands. He's going to give us victory over our enemy. I'm saying tonight, if you do what God said, he'll give you victory in every situation. Yes, he will. And one thing about God, he uses the simple things. Yes, and I see them. Good God Almighty. And they were lined up around the camp. Good God Almighty. And when Gideon, he gave the signal. Yes, he did. I said he gave the signal. He said, what I want you to do, good God Almighty, I want you to take the land, good God Almighty, and drop the land, good God Almighty. And then the Midianites, they begin to get up, they begin to run in the street, trying to get away from the plan of God. I want to let you know, whatever plan that God has for your life, whether it's good or what is bad, you're not going to get away. Good God Almighty. But God, he gave them victory, victory, victory. God, he's the God of victory. He is the God that's more than able. He is the God that has all power in his hand. He can destroy, but yet he will defend. I want to let you know tonight, when God, good God Almighty, just before, as I back up a little in the message, just before the Lord do his thing, he always sent a prophet. Good God Almighty. And God sent the prophet and told Gideon what thus said the Lord. But I want to let you know that